0 for 60, the predictions that never happened. For almost 60 years, the public has been fed a steady diet of fear. Not facts, not science. Fear. Since 1967, we've been warned, again and again, that disaster is just around the corner. Starvation, floods, a new ice age, cities underwater, nations erased, food shortages, mass extinction, countdown clocks, deadlines, emergency warnings, and every single one of them failed. Today, we're going to read the receipts, all 60 of them, because history matters, memory matters, and patterns matter. Let's begin. 1960s, the birth of the doom industry. In 1967, we were told that worldwide famine would wipe out hundreds of millions by 1975. Then we were told the oceans would be dead in 10 years. Then we were told that by 1980, air pollution would make major cities uninhabitable. None of it happened. 1970s, the Ice Age panic. In 1970, newspapers and scientists warned of a new ice age by the year 2000. They said pollution would cause mass lung failure. They said America would face water rationing by 1974. They said the world would run out of food by 1980. NASA predicted a new ice age within 50 years. The United Nations warned of global catastrophe before the year 2000. We were told the ozone layer would destroy crops, and global cooling would cause mass death. Every prediction failed. 1980s, the flood panic. In 1980, they said acid rain would destroy all forests. In 1988, they said New York City would be underwater by 2019. They said the Maldives would disappear beneath the ocean. In 1989, the United Nations warned entire nations would be wiped off the map by the year 2000. They predicted 50 million climate refugees by 2010. None of it happened. 1990s, the no more snow era. In 1990, they said snowfall would become rare, and children would never see it by 2020. They said oil would be completely gone by the year 2000. They said the ozone hole would collapse the global food system. They said the world would warm up to 6 degrees by 2020. None of it happened. 2000s, the Al Gore apocalypse years. In 2000, they said North America would lose winter entirely. They said the Arctic would be ice-free by 2013. In 2004, the Pentagon predicted climate wars and nuclear winter by 2020. In 2005, they said major U.S. cities would be underwater by 2020. In 2006, Al Gore declared we had 10 years left. In 2007, they said polar bears would be extinct by 2012. In 2008, NASA said the Arctic would lose all summer ice by 2013. All of it failed. Meanwhile, they terrified the world with Y2K. They claimed killer bees would wipe out entire regions. They predicted collapsing oil supplies and mass ozone-driven cancers. Wrong. 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 2010s, the countdown clock era. In 2009, the IPCC said Himalayan glaciers would vanish by 2035. Prince Charles said we had 96 months to save the Earth. The United Nations predicted 50 million climate refugees by 2020, then quietly deleted the map when it didn't happen. NASA predicted the Arctic would be ice-free by 2016. After Hurricane Sandy, they said storms like it would strike every year. In 2013, Al Gore once again said the Arctic would be gone by 2014. In 2014, they warned California would run out of water by 2020. They said snow would disappear across North America. They said Miami would be underwater by 2025. They said Venice would be gone by 2020. They said hurricanes would double by 2020. They said our food system would collapse by 2025. They said coastal cities would need evacuations by 2020. Some even predicted human extinction by 2026. Every single prediction failed, and in 2018, the United Nations launched the most famous countdown of all, 12 years left until irreversible climate disaster. Then in 2022, they reset the clock and said, actually now it's 8 years. The countdown never ends. The dates just change. 2020s, the new age of manufactured crisis. In 2020, they claimed that if the world resumed travel after COVID lockdowns, the planet would collapse within 5 years. They said half the world's beaches would disappear by 2050, already disproven. They said Canadian permafrost would collapse by 2030. They said heat waves would make Earth uninhabitable by 2050, already debunked. They gave us another 8-year countdown. They said jet travel would be impossible by 2035. And in 2025, they now claim the planet will collapse if we don't eliminate beef. Wrong. Wrong. All of it wrong. 60 predictions. 60 failures. 0 accuracy. 0 accountability. 0 for 60. And counting. For 60 years, we've been threatened with fear. For 60 years, we've been told to panic. For 60 years, we've been warned that the end is near. And for 60 years, nothing they predicted ever happened. But here's what has happened. More taxes, more restrictions, more control, less freedom, and more power handed to the same people who keep getting it wrong. This is not science. This is not honesty. This is not truth. This is fear-based obedience training. And we're done with it. This is Canadian Citizens Journal, and we're keeping the receipts.